Merchandising. Go to teespring.com and make sure you get you a good t-shirt. It's where the real money's made on YouTube, not on the AdSense or all the Patreons. We need you to go and buy a shirt. That way we're no longer poor.
Hi guys, welcome to the show. I'm Manny.
I'm Terrence.
And here are the goods. Hey,
Yes.
got a little bit of a break from for Thanksgiving?
Was that a Thanksgiving break?
Not really, but you know what? You know what? It wasn't a break. It was kind of a break for us, but it wasn't a break for the box office because you finally got something that actually hit a home run, and that's the Croods 2. It opened up.
Kids film.
It opened up 14 million.
Parents don't care about exposing their kids to COVID.
But the theater industry really needed a title like this, you know, around this time.
So how much did Freaky Friday do? Not Freaky Friday, but I mean, it is Freaky Friday.
Let's go back to 2001.
It's just Freaky Friday.
Yeah.
But
let me tell you about Jimmy Lee Curtis.
I mean, Freaky did how much?
Okay, so Cruise did 14, 5-day total of 35 worldwide.
Okay.
Very good, actually. Not too bad.
Not too bad.
Freaky did $770,000.
I mean, in its first week is what I meant. In its first go, we weren't here for that day, so we don't know.
Yeah. It did decent numbers.
All right, so that's what I was wondering, because before Freaky came out, we thought Freaky was going to be a good reason for people to return to the...
No, we thought Tenet was.
Well, yeah, that didn't work either.
Okay, so $9 million for Tenet.
Okay.
And that's during a Labor Day 3-day weekend.
Tenet
and
made
still,
$9 million over the holiday week?
over a Labor Day weekend, it made $9 million.
Wow.
Okay, Croods did 14, but that's with a 5-day total.
Okay.
So that's pretty damn good.
I mean,
given the circumstances.
Probably they probably spent like $200 million on Crude, the Crude. So you know, eventually in the next
$200 million on the Croods. Who would spend that much money?
Yeah, like $200 million?
No, think about like the cast.
On Tenet, they didn't spend that on.
Okay, so $100 million. So think about the cast that they had in Crude.
$100 million.
Think about the cast they had in Crude.
You got Nick Cage.
Yes.
Who's doing freaking jujitsu, whatever that movie was.
You got Ryan Reynolds.
You got Ryan Reynolds. You got Emma Stone.
Mm-hmm.
These are not
you
hardcore, like, big name.
You do not think that
$20 million actors.
All right. I mean, Ryan Reynolds is about damn near everything lately. You don't think he's the man?
That's very true. Voice acting is cheaper. Okay.
All right. Okay, cool. So $14 million. They instead of making 5 years to make all this money back, it 2.5.
Had it been normal circumstances under the same everything, that movie would have easily made $30 million.
They should have went Trolls route. They would have made some money.
That's very true. Simultaneous. Very good. That's true. All right, War with Grandpa, 643.
That's still in the theater.
That's still in the theater. Number 3, 32 million worldwide. Let 'Em Go, which is really a prequel to Man of Steel.
It was a Man of Steel prequel. That's how they got Superman right there.
Exactly. The Santa Claus, Tim Allen, 1994. They got re-released.
Okay.
It made $170,000.
When they could have just watched it at home. It was probably airing on like...
It's on Disney Plus.
Or I was going to not say Disney Plus, I was going to say like ABC Family.
Or maybe even Netflix.
Yeah, it's like on everything. Why did they...
Carla's favorite over here, Netflix. Yeah, Netflix girl over here.
Though they re-release Half Baked on not 316, on 420. So, and that's still, people still go spend money to go see that movie that's like 20 years old that you could go watch on Comedy Central every week.
It's different when you go to a theater or drive-in, for example.
Okay.
Because, I mean, you've been quarantined for a while, but you're limited where to go. You know what? Get out of the house.
Let's watch that movie that I was watching like 5, 10, 12 times while I've been out.
Some people enjoy leaving the house with their kids.
Oh, that's not me.
And the movie industry, and
I don't take them outside.
We've been doing this for 5 years now. So in that time, we've always talked about how the movie theater industry, or the movie theaters, is actually the #1 out-of-home entertainment for families.
Yeah, true.
So, given the holidays and given how limited the titles are, you know, a movie like Santa Claus could do something.
So
for those that have never seen it.
How come Tenet didn't do anything?
It was at the peak. It was released.
Yeah, exactly.
It was the height of Corona, but did you know that the numbers right now are even worse than what they were back then?
This is true.
They're worse now.
Okay, so
Once again, because people don't care about exposing their kids to COVID.
So, 35 million worldwide on that. Okay, but here's the real winner.
Okay.
Okay, And this is a movie called Vanguard. Why do you ask? Because it's Jackie Chan.
Wait, he made a movie?
Jackie Chan was in the movie, bit part, by the way. It's made $45 million,
So-
most of it from China.
They put him in a movie in a cameo, and they just like, oh,
Put him on the poster.
Put him on.
Boom, $45 million. What the hell is that?
He should have been in Tenet.
You should. No shit. Okay. All right. So box office saw a big increase, but that's gonna slow down until Wonder Woman 84 comes out on
Which
Christmas
is
Day.
simultaneous releasing,
Simultaneous
so
release.
it's gonna
So
hurt the box office.
Somebody's been watching the goods because
Yeah.
that's what we've been saying. Simultaneous releasing.
Yeah.
And guess what? They
Yeah.
did it.
Send us
84.
Send us our cut.
That's right. Please. Was it a good idea to do that?
If they want
I
to make,
think it was.
if they want to make any money, yeah.
For Wonder Woman?
Also, too, they're gonna up their subscriber count because
For HBO Max?
Yeah, well, for people, yeah, exactly. So for people who haven't already signed up, because what's on HBO Max that we weren't already able to get in other streaming platforms before they moved it all the way to HBO Max. So it's nothing interesting right now. We're still waiting for the Snyder Cut to come out. So they don't have anything proprietary to say like Disney Plus had The Mandalorian to get people to actually jump on board. Right now it's just kind of like, oh, a bunch of old stuff that I was already able to stream on Netflix, Amazon, and yada 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 platforms. So they need to do things like this to get their subscriber count up. It's good for the fact that the subscriber count's gonna come up. They're gonna get the subscriber money and hopefully stay on. Warner Brothers and somebody else. Because
But it's mainly Warner Brothers.
somebody also bought Warner Brothers, so it's like this weird conglomerate of actual multiple companies. Was it?
Carla, look it up.
AT&T?
It's a plethora.
No. Oh, you know what? Yes.
It is.
It's AT&T. It's AT&T.
Thank you. I
Yes.
know things
Yes.
here. I know things.
I bought.
Because AT&T is now offering free
HBO Max.
when you get.
Yeah. So
and I bought
AT&T
stock. I bought stock in AT&T for the Snyder Cut for next year because the stock was only $29.
Yeah. So Warner owned HBO, and then AT&T bought Warner.
Yeah. Well, you know what needs to like.
That's why they're cross promoting.
Right.
You know what didn't need to get bought?
What?
The Roy Jones Tyson fight.
I enjoyed it for what it was.
Over the weekend,
It was a concert with some old people throwing punches. That's what it was, because it's like they had so many people performing songs, and then there was some boxing intermingled in there.
You want to see a basketball player sleep?
So,
How do you make a basketball player go to sleep?
so you got, everybody's either going to the movies or they're gonna go and spend the Saturday night at the fights.
Right.
But it's 54-year-old Mike Tyson against 51-year-old
51-year-old
Roy
Roy
Jones Jr. Okay.
Tyson looked good.
He did.
Now let's talk. Okay, the undercard was okay, but let's talk about Nate Robinson versus
Oh
Jake Paul.
God, I felt so. Look, I was one of the duped people who thought Nate Robinson was gonna be a challenge for Jake Paul.
The thing that when you saw
was so
that fight,
duped.
you saw complete amateurs.
Yes.
And I tweeted to you,
You were like, I'd rather watch your fight.
your sparring recordings were more professional looking than that fight.
No, Nate is. I thought, and what's funny, I should have known better because when they were interviewing Nate in like the media day for it, they were asking him. They were like, "Hey, Nate, how many rounds of sparring did you get in? How many sparring partners do you have?" And he was like, "Enough." And he just didn't answer the question. I was like, I should have called on right there. It's like, this dude ain't been sparring. He's just been going there hitting some mitts and hitting the bag. And he was like, I'm gonna just run through Jake Paul. And then he ran at him and then just got knocked the F out.
But you can tell by his footwork.
Yeah.
You can tell by his approach to the fight because it was very wild. It was
It was like a hood fight.
It was a hood fight. It was a straight. Well, no, punches really get landed on hood fights. This one, no punches hardly landed on his part. But anyway, Jake Paul, surprisingly enough, he looked more like the professional.
Well, he's been
granted,
boxing for like 3 or 4 years, yeah.
And he's had a fight under his belt.
He's undefeated.
He's undefeated. Now he really is undefeated.
2-0 with 2 knockouts.
With 2 knockouts. So and he wants to fight McGregor. Yeah, slow your roll, bruh, because you're gonna be.
Wait. We also said slow your roll with Nate Robinson.
Yeah, but still, he'll be the Nate Robinson in that.
He'll be
fight.
Nate Robinson.
So don't even bother Connor. Anyway, but the overall show was interesting. It was like when Master P was doing I Got the Hookup stand-up comedy tours.
Yeah, whether you. That is a good analogy for this.
It was a lot like that. You got rappers and
it took away, if you ever watch boxing or even MMA, just fighting pay-per-views in general, if a fight ends early or if they're not ready backstage or something like that, there's a lot of like talking about stats in, press.
And all that?
Yeah, press leading up to the fight and stuff like that to kind of fill in the space between the next fight. Fight ends early, then they get all this extra space. So to basically throw a concert in between each fight, it was entertaining. It kept me watching because I'm like looking at the set. I'm wondering why he chose that song. I'm wondering why they actually had YG perform because the songs that he did were just garbage. But anyway.
And French Montana.
Yes, oh God, what did they? Anyway, so, but outside of YG and French Montana, Wiz
Snoop
Khalifa
was the
and
best.
Snoop was there. And Snoop was actually a fill-in because Lil Wayne was actually supposed to perform, but he didn't make the flight. So Snoop was there just to do commentary, and they were like, hey, can you step in? And he was like, hold on. Pulled out his mic. Hold on, nephew. I got you. Went out there. That's a professional right there. Just pulled the mic out of his pants and just going out there and just sees the crowd.
Either way, he was a home run on commentary.
Yeah. That was the best. That was the best. It was so good that the actual commentary people just stopped talking. Just let Snoop talk.
Just let Snoop talk. Okay, the UFC champion, Israel. What is his last name? How do you say his last name?
Oh, God.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He's undefeated.
Adesanya?
Yeah.
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 That's who it was. Adesanya.
Yeah. Get him off the commentary table.
He's a great fighter. He's a fighter. He's not a commentary person, but they brought him because of a name.
Okay, and Mauro Ronaldo, okay, first of all, I was listening to him commentate, and all I thought was NXT, because he was the voice of NXT.
Yeah.
And that's all I kept hearing. But when he said, when they show the betting lines.
Yeah.
Hey, Israel, what do you think of this? What do you think of this? The numbers here. It's like, man, I'm a gambling man, but I don't know what none of that means.
Look, he punches people. He punches and kicks people.
I knocked motherfuckers out.
But you brought in a UFC or an MMA fighter.
Yeah, he brought an MMA fighter who actually used to box, which I found that out. He was like 6-1.
To that, but it's a complete different. I won't say a sport.
Yeah.
But the way you commentate.
Yeah, I mean it's a little bit different.
Yeah, because MMA, it's a little at times can be faster paced. So you're just filling in gaps here and there.
Because you can explain holds, you can explain he's transitioning from this to that.
Yeah.
So for him to be able to commentate for boxing, he punched him in the face. Well, he blocked. Then he moved, and then he grabbed.
Even though he was a boxer.
Yeah.
He's not. He hasn't been doing boxing.
He hadn't been doing boxing for a while.
The commentating is different because you have to explain the small minutia of boxing.
Right.
Well, him being told something and his response being, man, fuck all that. That was classic. That's the best.
I love the fact that the commentary for what it was a little bit looser.
Raw.
It was very raw.
That's why everybody was so enamored by Snoop being there to do commentary because we were like, oh, we don't know what we're about to get. We don't know what we're about to get.
All
His
right.
favorite line was, man, this looks like two of my uncles in the backyard fight right now. That was the best line ever.
All right, so now we talk about the two uncles.
He's got basketball shoes on.
He got basketball shoes on. That's right. He's got
That's right,
basketball
he did say that.
Oh wait, and the best overall, I'm waiting for the meme to come out because it was a representative of the Knicks since Nate Robinson came out in
Yep.
Knicks colors.
Knicks
For him to
colors.
come out there all hard and fast and get knocked out, that's just like a Knicks season right there.
That's pretty much it. Yep. Where's Spike Lee at? All right. So
I'm surprised he was not there for Nick. For Nate.
So Tyson Jones
Okay.
started out good.
Yes.
Roy Jones looked gassed.
He gassed really quickly,
He
and it was
gassed
because
very quick.
he took a lot of body shots from Tyson, which a lot of people didn't really talk about. A lot of people were looking for
It was
Tyson to throw a lot of
briefly
heads.
mentioned, but
Yeah,
not-
to throw a lot of headshots, but because the way Roy was moving, he couldn't land those, so he decided to just go to the body. And when you get hit to the body, that will take all the air and just give out of you.
Air
You was
fight.
you don't want to do anything else
He
but
was fighting at his walk around weight.
Yeah.
That's a lot of weight to carry.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And
You haven't been focusing on endurance as you would when you're cutting weight.
and Mike got back down to what his fighting weight was, so that was impressive.
And Tyson looks like he can go now.
Yes.
Like straight up.
I mean, I would not put him against some 20-year-old, but hey, if you put him against another,
An inexperienced 20-year-old. 2-0.
you would, you would Jake Paul.
Give him Jake Paul. Nate's revenge. Have Nate be there on the wheelchair like Randy was on No Holds Barred, and just he's gonna forget it. All right.
There it is. There we go. We got your next Legends only law.
Well, actually, the thing I'm looking at Roy, and I'm like, come on, Roy, give him a good, a good punch here, a good punch there. Okay, and he had a few here and there, but yes, he looked gassed. And then all I thought was, damn, Balboa looked better against Mason Lion Dixon.
We're probably gonna get Tarver next. We might get an Evander Holyfield next. We might, if they can get Lennox out there, I would like to see that because we never really got to see Mike versus Lennox.
So Triller is now the big three of boxing.
It basically is. It basically is. There's no winners, there's no losers. We just want to see some old people out there just show that we remember you. We remember you.
That's right. And you know what? Something that we're always gonna remember is a Black Widow. After that fall from Endgame and she's dead.
Yes.
So now let's go on to the Hawkeye show that starts production this week.
Okay.
And Disney Plus is going to start the production for this.
They're jumping on production for this, but I feel like they haven't finished the other two productions.
You're absolutely right. They have not, especially the WandaVision. But anyway,
the WandaVision, and I feel like
Loki. The Loki one is another one. And Winter Soldier.
Yeah, Falcon and Winter Soldier. I feel like they're still filming all of these other things, but they're like, we'll just start another one.
So Renner will reprise his role as Clint Barton.
Okay, so he's no longer going to be Ronan?
No, he will be Clint Barton now. This is going to obviously take place.
I'm going to miss the haircut.
This is going to obviously take place after Endgame.
Okay.
And Kate Bishop will be appearing on the show. Haley Steinfeld is rumored to take the role. What do you think about that?
Haley Steinfeld.
From Bumblebee.
Really? As the daughter?
As Kate Bishop.
Okay. Oh, okay. I'm good with that. I mean, I kind of wish they already aged up his daughter, or he already had a teen person in Avengers. I don't know why they didn't just use her for this, but I mean, I wasn't that tied to her.
He even calls her Hawkeye.
Yeah, so I don't, whatever. Let's go ahead.
Okay, so and now it looks like Florence Pugh, who plays Scarlett Johansson's sister in Black Widow.
Yelena
Belova.
Yelena, there it is.
Yeah, she will actually be joining the series. It's rumored that she's going to be joining the series as Yelena.
Okay.
To find out what happened to Black Widow.
What?
Yeah.
So is this going to take place in the past too?
No.
No, you said it was going to happen after
Endgame.
So then they've already spoiled that she's going to survive Black Widow.
Yes, that's very true.
Thank you, Marvel, for doing that. So no worry about her in the movie, and we obviously know that Scarlett Johansson makes it to Avengers, so she survived. Is there any consequences to this movie?
Freaking Hopper from Stranger Things.
Red Guardian is not gonna make it out of this
Yeah,
movie.
that's it. All right. Okay, so Black Widow has not been released yet, so the series could premiere after Black Widow premieres.
Okay. Black Widow, I thought the rumor was they were kind of watching what Wonder Woman does, and they may actually also do that.
And right now, Disney executives said no. That they
until Wonder Woman makes a lot of money.
Not a lot of money, and because Warner Brothers listen to the goods, and watch the goods and listen to us.
I just want Black Widow to come out already because it's holding up everything else.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And you know what? This is the first year we don't have any MCU films.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a long
Scarlett, this is your fault.
Yep. What do you expect from the show? Hawkeye.
The Hawkeye show?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be more of a spy type of
It's gonna be
spy type action adventure type movie. I mean,
what's the one with Matt Damon?
Born Identity?
Thank you. So he actually gets to live out his Born Identity dream since he didn't get to do it in the franchise.
Born Legacy? Yeah. Hawkeye Legacy.
Yeah, Hawkeye Legacy. There you go. He's get to live that out. Gets to live that out.
Oh man! All right, so sticking to the comic world, the Batman has wrapped, and Matt Reeves has already started on the post-production for this. After all of the delays that most of it's all COVID related, whether it's the pandemic itself or Robert Pattinson actually getting in and then sending him home because he was too fat.
He did.
That was rumor.
They said he wasn't going to work out for Batman.
Rumor,
he was just going to keep his regular shape for Batman. So I guess it's around.
Yeah. So all of the actors right now have finished filming, and now, despite being nearly wrapped, the movie will premiere March 22nd. Not March 22nd. I'm sorry. March 2022 is when it's supposed to premiere. And originally, it was supposed to come out
at March 22. This is New Mutants. Will I even care about it then?
It was it was supposed to come out October of next year.
I don't care. I don't think I'm gonna care anymore.
You are gonna care.
It's gonna pop up, and I'm gonna be like, oh wait, there's a Batman movie.
So how about this?
Robert Pattinson's Batman? Woo!
So
Who remembers this?
Matt Reeves will also be involved in Year One prequel series for HBO Max. You wanted to talk about a tentpole type of series? It's gonna be Batman Year One.
I thought the rumor was that they were gonna give Ben Affleck a HBO Batman series.
What?
He can't do Year One. He's too old for that.
But it all depends on what the Snyder Cut does too.
Oh, God bless. Come on, Snyder Cut. I need you to do some good things. There's some stuff that's out there, and I need this whole COVID vaccine to come out so we can get this Batman for, because I'm truly not going to care in 2022.
Okay,
I'm not going to care.
So the trailer has already made this one of the most anticipated movies since Endgame, really.
Right.
Okay, so I'm looking at it like Seven, like The Bone Collector. I'm looking at it as that kind of a tone. Will this version replace The Dark Knight as the best franchise in the Batman saga?
I don't think it will. I don't think it will, and I think we're giving
Carla, why?
No, like, I mean, that is like the best out of them all.
By the way, Keaton was considered the best of all until Nolan and Christian Bale came out with Dark Knight, so.
But I still think
I still like
you like Bale over Keaton, but I like Keaton over.
It's a tough choice. It's a tough choice. It's a tough choice.
All right, so now it's time for our newest and favorite segment, actually, where we actually put Terrence on a hot seat.
Oh God.
And here we go. Let's try some rapid fire. Brandon Lee style. Mads Mikkelsen replaces Johnny Depp in Fantastic Beasts 3. Good casting, yes or no?
I want Colin Farrell back.
That's a damn good choice. All right. So
but he was a mask, so I guess.
So that would be no.
So put the mask back on and have Johnny Depp put the mask back on, and we'll just forget it ever happened.
Clooney is certain that he will not appear in Flashpoint. Was he the worst Batman? Worse than Kilmer? Yes or no?
I hate Kilmer. I hate Kilmer.
Well, here's the funny part, and we always say this. Technically, he was Michael Keaton.
He was. So was Clooney.
And so was Clooney. Kurt Russell wants Santa Claus to be his final role from the Christmas Chronicles. What should be his final role?
Wait, I'm sorry. Kurt Russell wants to be Santa Claus from the Christmas Chronicles?
Kurt Russell currently right now is Santa Claus in the Christmas Chronicles on Netflix.
The Christmas Chronicles? Oh, so something I ain't seen on Netflix.
Yes.
So yes, Kurt, go ahead and do it because I ain't seen it.
No, he's already done it. He's done part 1, he's done part 2.
Okay.
Should that be his final role?
No, do another Escape From movie.
So Snake Plissken should be his last role.
That should be it.
I love it.
Do old one.
All right. Steven Seagal wanted to be the lead in Predator 2. Would he have done a better job than Danny Glover?
Old Steven Seagal, better than, you know what, I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes because I was turned off by Danny Glover because Danny Glover's so old. Even when he was young, he was old.
He was freaking Murtaugh still, come on.
He was, even when he was young, he was old. I would have said, as much as we do this whole JCVD versus Steven Seagal, I would have preferred to see Steven Seagal in The Predator. At least I would have thought that he was a threat. When I saw Danny Glover and I'm like, he's so old.
How did Paxton die and he survived?
When The Predator came, he'd have been like, he would have done all that stuff, and he would have like.
And the Predator's running, and he's gonna run.
There you go. Steven Seagal all the way.
All right, Godzilla versus Kong is probably gonna go straight to streaming.
Hurts. But does
this need to take place on the big screen?
For what it is, I'd prefer to see it on the big screen.
So yes.
Yes, I believe it does, but it depends on the audience. How well did Godzilla Final Wars do? What was the name of that movie?
King of Monsters.
King of Monsters. I was trying to remember
was better.
I was trying to remember what title did they already steal.
It was better than the 2014 version, but it did less than that and Kong.
Yeah, so they probably are right to go ahead and send it to streaming because, like I said, everything's been pushed off so much. Like, I'm gonna forget Batman in 2022. Who still remembers that there's gonna be another film that's coming out for Godzilla? Nobody's gonna remember.
All right, last one. Gremlins was supposed to be rated R. Would that have been better for the movie?
For the first one, no, PG-13 was fine. For the second one, since they did such comedy, I would prefer something a little bit more serious or a raunchy comedy version of
Bachelor
Gremlins.
Party.
Yeah, you know what?
Gremlins 2 with Tom Hanks and Adrian Smith.
The one female gremlin. I mean, if you know what? Maybe I would have loved it as a kid better if it went a little bit further than what it did.
Okay.
Rated R Gremlins 2.
Rated R Gremlins 2 with Greta the Gremlin as the main.
I'm good with that. I'm good with that. There you go.
Three shots in a picture, maybe.
Bunch of shower scenes of them coming in, like sorority house thing.
Well, she takes a shower, she's multiplying all over the place.
There you go. A bunch of them. It's now become a gremlin.
Alrighty
Gremlin
then.
orgy.
Well, that was our rapid fire. Terrence, take us home.
I have no words. Anyway, so we do the podcast. If you guys appreciate the podcast and you actually watch it, please put in the
hilarious.
comments below so that way we can encourage somebody to actually show up and do the show more often. So but also too, if this is the first time you're on the channel, make sure you subscribe as well as click the notification bell so that way you're aware of all the other things that we do on this channel more frequently than the podcast.
Hey, we want to send a special shout out to the newly anointed, or not anointed, but the newly named, I guess, and Art mentioned it today too, is Ellen Page has now recognized herself as transgender and now goes by Elliot Page.
So how are they gonna deal with that in Umbrella Academy where she's actually just a gay woman?
I have no idea, but regardless,
She can still play a game.
she can still play a gay woman. But
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm sorry, it's acting, right?
acting, exactly.
It's acting.
You know,
but she said transgendered, so I felt like maybe well, I guess maybe. I mean, it's just identifying, right?
It's, exactly. So you know, but it takes courage, for
Yes, no, definitely.
for anybody to come out that way. So hey, congrats to her, and
Just let me know when you're ready.
IMDb was on it because they Art. What did you say? Within less than an hour, updated her their complete bio on it. So that's actually pretty
IMDb
damn good.
always at the forefront of news.
And no, I'm good.
Oh, that was the finally got that one.
Yeah, I'm good on that. I'll tuck it in every now and again when I'm doing Silence of the Lambs
there you
at
go.
home. But hey, that's a different story. Anyway, all right. So for Aspen and Art, well, Aspen, wherever the hell she's at,
Art's
Carla
over
and
there.
Art right here in the corner. I'm Manny,
I'm Terrence.
and that was the goods.
Real quick, if you're still here, because we do these into the video little blooper things. If you're still here, look down. There's a link here for Patreon. If you guys like the show, please give us money. Give us money. We'll take a penny. We'll take a nickel. We'll take a dime. We'll take a dollar. We have some stuff on there that we're giving away on Patreon if you do contribute, because trust me, we need help. We need help. We want to buy new equipment, and we need an editor. Somebody who doesn't have to stay up in the middle of the night. Or they don't have to stay up in the middle, but I won't have to do it. So please, down patreon.com/thegoods. It's in the link. Please do it. We appreciate it.